Okay, we're now filming a Dee Ring corkscrew. This is a rather abrasive mouthpiece. As you can see, it's got these ridges on it. They are made to create pressure points on the tongue, nerve endings. God forbid if this thing ever got under the tongue, because it would ride right down on these bars. Now, this is going to be working like a Dee Ring, so your head stall is going to be offset just a little to this curve where your reins are. So if we put pressure on this, you can see it folds into the tongue. Now, same thing. You can see it grab this tongue surface, and I know people talk about lubrication of the saliva and stuff. There's not enough saliva in a horse's mouth to make those ridges walk smoothly over living flesh. There's just not. He would literally have to be drooling like a rabid dog. So if he pulled his tongue up, well, wait a minute. First, we're going to show this with the closed mouth too. So with the nutcracker action and the closed mouth, you can also see how that's kind of going up into the palate. It's going to be unpleasant. Now, as this grabs the tongue, the same thing, the lip is going to be right here too. And when you seesaw over, the lip is also going to be experiencing those ridges. If we pull our tongue out, this horse got his tongue over the bit. Not a pleasant sensation. Nothing nice about that. So when people talk about bits being soft, what they actually mean is your horse is going to back off the bit because he's in extreme pain or fear. This one's got a pretty big joint. I'm going to put the tongue back in so that we can do an overhead shot, and we'll get to see how this looks from the top to see that nutcracker action into the palate. This is so much fun.
Pull it down a little more.
Does it need to go down?
A little bit more.
Okay, so come and shoot from the top. So this is the mouth slightly open just so we can see it visually. But you can see that this big joint here does round up into the top of the palate. Now the palate typically hangs down and it has these ridges all along here. So on a low palate horse, yeah, that big joint's going to break right over the bars, and it's going to crack onto the palate, and that's why you see a lot of gaping, and that's why the use of nose bands has become so prevalent. I'm really not sure how to fix that other than these should be cue bits. You should be touching, releasing, instead of just lugging back down onto your horse's face. So I don't recommend the corkscrew. It's obviously very grabby, very severe. Put it in the trash, hang it on the wall, make it into wind chimes.